Morning, Avendra team. How's it going? Well, this is the first demo video you'll be watching. This is a quick overview of your corporate client assignment. So what I've done is I've loaded all the corporate clients into the CRM application. Each of you will get one or a few of these corporate clients assigned to you. The spreadsheet was provided yesterday, so you should have that information. I'm going to show you an example here. One, the Marriott International Incorporated is a corporate client. This specific account is assigned to Adrian Vera. We did a dry run yesterday. Adrian Vera has been assigned this corporate client. You can see in the account ownership, I will actually be going in here and changing that. Once that's assigned, please keep the corporate client organized. You'll be responsible for adding the appropriate account information. Right now, Avendra is not giving us the corporate client address or specific contacts to the account. Your first action item is going to be to contact the Avendra corporate client. In this case, it would be Tom Buckley. Tom Buckley has the keys to the city. He has the ability to get you into this account, communicating to this account, and then following up and finding out how this account wants to be interacted with. So this information you'll be responsible for updating as you have it. Please make sure you do that. The FSG customer number is the master assignment. It is the site number 1, or you can add as master if you do not know the site number. If you do, look it up. If you don't, because you don't have the address, that's quite all right. You can add the master. So several of them will be that way. The account is a contact. The division needs to be national account 90 because this is going to run through the customer care center. Of course, you can use the follow-up. This is not going to be a demo on the CRM application. You'll get separate videos that walk you through that. So that being said, what Adrian's done is he's gotten 2 potentials. So 2 contacts and 2 new potentials that we've turned over as hot leads. Anytime you get a new hotel or a new account, a new contact within the corporate client, so right, Marriott International is the corporate client, and I'm going to show you an example. So Kevin Lewis works for the Ritz-Carlton. This was a hot lead that came in through the Avendra site. I then turned this over to Adrian to start working. So on the lead entry, it's really important that you follow this process. So watch this video as many times as you need to make sure that you know what to do. So again, let me take a step back. When we go over to when you're in the corporate client, Marriott International, anytime you get a new hotel, new contact, new lead, please add it under the contacts pane. So right now we're going to pretend that Kevin is the new lead, and as you enter a new lead, you will see a screen like this. You'll enter his first and last name, all of the mandatory fields. The account name needs to remain as the Marriott International Incorporated. Very important. You can do a lookup to find it. Make sure that you use the one that is in the system, okay? Very important that we keep this the same. So new contacts. Even though he works for a separate hotel, he doesn't work for the corporate office, but I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So his email is very imperative. It's a mandatory field. The phone number is there. The FSG account number is there. That is the master as it falls into the Marriott International Incorporated. If it's blank, please enter the master account. This is a new site, so I'm going to put new. This site is not set up in the system. If you reference back to the introductory letter, the letter states that Davin Baker is your primary point of contact to set up individual sites. As he is today, make sure you send him the information about this is the master and the site information. You can just send him a screenshot of this or type it out, whichever is easier. Please make sure you do that. Once you have the site number, then you can add it in there. All right. The vendor ID. If you don't know the vendor ID, you can ask Avendra at fsgi.com. Most likely, if we're setting it up, you're going to have it automatically populated. If it's your lead and you want that as a reference, try to find it as a resource. We have the ability to look it up for you. Just send an email request to Avendra at fsgi.com and you'll get that. So again, very imperative to make sure this data is accurate. Now here's the keys to the city. Unit name is a custom field. This is going to fall, this custom field will show up on lead contact information. It'll also show up on potential information, and I'll show you that in a second. But that potential information is important as well. So this one, because he works for Marriott International, falls under the master site. We're going to use unit name for the hotel name specific to Kevin Lewis. His address information is correct, and then any information relative to this contact is you should add to the description. In this case, it was an email that was sent to me, the program manager, to follow up with Kevin. So I've communicated that to Adrian Vera, imported this into the lead, and he is actively now working on this. So this is an example. So again, please rewind, please watch this video again and make sure you understand this process. You are going to be responsible for this. You will be responsible for adding these leads underneath the account within Marriott International Incorporated or your corporate client. Okay, now just as you would add a potential, so when you're under Kevin Lewis, once you've spoken to Kevin Lewis, you've identified that there's an opportunity for a lighting retrofit. It's very exciting. So what you're going to do is you're going to attach any documents you need, but you're going to click New Potential. So let's pretend, for example, I'm clicking New Potential. Now there is a file, a video that shows you how to convert a lead to a potential. If you don't know how to do that, refer to the CRM manual or refer to your sales manager for more instructions. But you guys are the experts, so we're going to keep it simple. So when we create a new potential, it's important that you keep this information accurate so it reports effectively on these CRM applications. So the account name needs to be under Marriott Incorporated, and you'll find the unit name is right here. So very good. The account master, the vendor ID. If you don't have this, it's okay to put new, but this unit name is going to show up there. Now the potential name is up to you. I like to make sure that I keep the unit name in this description, and I'll show you why in a second. And then any information you need after this. It's really not imperative that it matches this format, but the simpler the better, the shorter the better. However you want to follow that process, create a potential name so you know what it is. A very, very key here. Make sure that the campaign source shows Avendra, and what this is going to do is again report this onto our campaigns reports to see that you are working the lead. So I'm going to go ahead and update this to 10,000. All right, so it's going to say the expected revenue there, and I'll show you an example. So campaign revenue. If you don't know the amount, put 0 please. This is going to be a report for what our actual revenue is. So make sure you put that there. The address, populate the address when you have it. It didn't carry over. It's not going to carry over. So make sure you grab the address information. Again, the address is more for your information, project manager's information if you're giving it to them, to make sure that they've got everything they need. And again, if you're using the CRM tool, it makes communication with an FSG much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now when you save that, we're going to look at the campaign module inside of Avendra, and you're going to see this specific potential pop up. So the Ritz-Carlton, Florida, it is now updated and all the information is there and populating. So that's as far as we're going to take this demo video. So congratulations, you are the proud owner of the Ritz-Carlton or your corporate client account. Thank you.